everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stav if you're brand new here, and this is She Equips Herself. And today I'm going to be bringing you concealed carry for women, myths versus facts. Before I get started with myth number one, I just wanted to let you guys know, because a lot of you had asked me to add some She Equips Herself baseball hats to my merch store. So I did that. If you want to check out my merch store, it's always linked below in my videos. I've got hats, tank tops, t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs. So if you want to help support She Equips Herself and represent the brand, I'd greatly appreciate it, and the links for that are down below. As a woman who's been shooting now for officially half my life, 18 years, you do the math, I've heard a lot of things at the gun range, in gun stores, online. And so, for my fellow women out there, I just wanted to dispel some myths, because there are a lot of opinions out there. Not to say that your opinion's not valuable, but many of these opinions are just that. They're opinions. It's not a fact, and many of them, in fact, are myths. Okay, let's get started with myth number one, and that is that you need to carry a 9mm or higher, or bigger, as far as caliber goes. You might hear this from someone at the gun shop. You might hear this from an instructor. You might go to buy a 380 and they'll tell you you shouldn't carry this. You have to carry a 9mm or higher. A 380 just won't work. It's not strong enough. And I understand where they're coming from, because 9mm is the smallest caliber that will pass the FBI tactical tests as far as ballistics goes. And that's for like duty weapons, police, military, SWAT. They're shooting into cars, through walls, and they're testing for things that might not have a practical application as a civilian. So, the way I see it, if you shoot a 380 better than a 9mm, if you enjoy shooting it and you're gonna train with it more often and be better with a 380 than with a 9mm or higher, then you should carry the one that you shoot best. Because when it comes to concealed carry and self-defense, shot placement is the number one thing. A 380 in the heart is going to do a lot more damage and stop the attack faster than a 9mm to the stomach. So shot placement is king, and you got to know yourself, what you're comfortable with, and you have to have something that's fun to shoot, that you enjoy training with, that doesn't recoil too much for you where you hate shooting it. And so you need to find that balance. If you have trouble finding a gun that you like, check out my new series that I did recently called the Finding the Perfect Carry Gun series. I give you guys a lot of options and tell you all about different concealed carry guns. Okay, myth number two is that if you start carrying a gun, you have to change the way that you dress. And if you've seen some of my videos before, this is one of the things that I really like to drive home. You don't have to change the way you dress in order to carry a firearm. I like to dress a certain way. I like dresses, I like skirts, I like jumpsuits, I like leggings. I like a wide variety of girly clothing. I also like sweatpants and jeans. But one of my goals with this channel and all of the different outfits I show you and how I carry my gun is to show you that you don't have to change the way you dress. You don't have to start dressing like G.I. Jane or Tactical Tammy in order to carry a gun. You don't have to start wearing tactical pants and boots and a t-shirt. In fact, I just remembered I did a video maybe last year where I dressed like my husband does and carried a gun the way he would, because the way he dresses, he wears pretty much the same basic outline of an outfit every day. He wears like a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt, some sort of cargo shorts or work pants, and boots or sneakers. My outfit is a lot more varied. There are skirts, there are dresses, there are jumpsuits, jeans, leggings, a wide variety. No matter your style, there are so many different ways to carry out there, especially today. Like, since I started YouTube, what was that, like 5 years ago or 6 years ago? There have been so many more additions to the concealed carry world, especially for women in the way we carry. So you don't have to change the way you dress in order to carry a gun. You don't have to start buying bigger pants even. I heard that so many times when I started carrying. You're gonna have to buy bigger pants because you have to wear a gun inside the waistband, blah, blah, blah. No, I carry a gun basically every single day of my life, and I haven't had to change the way I dress, which I'm very thankful for. And this leads into number three, which is probably the one that kind of scared me away the most at first, is that you have to wear a belt if you're gonna carry a gun. And that is simply not true. Sometimes I wear a belt purely as like decoration. I don't wear it to actually carry anything on it. I don't like belts. I don't like thick belts. I don't like belts that, they just make me feel like I'm being cut in half. Maybe because I have such a short upper body, it just really, it's uncomfortable for me. So when I started carrying, when people would say like, you gotta buy this thick tactical belt, I was like, not for me. I gotta find a different way. Like, you don't have to wear something like this in your day-to-day life in order to carry a gun with you. This wouldn't really fit into my lifestyle, am I right? Maybe for the range, if I'm doing like a competition or something, but not for day-to-day concealed carry. It's just not my style. This whole basket I have here has all of my like belly bands and whatnot in it. Yeah, I think these are just belly bands. And you know, there are bra holsters. This is a Kydex holster you can wear inside your waistband, but it clips to the waistband of your pants, so you don't even need a belt to carry in something like this. That is how much I dislike wearing belts. If you want to check out Ultimate holsters, these are really great. The way this works is it just goes inside. You'd wear a layer on top or untuck your shirt, obviously, but it goes inside your waistband, and then this clip is designed so that you press it forward, and then it just grabs onto your pants, and it doesn't move. So when I draw my gun, the holster stays in place. No belt required. And I have a lot of outfit videos here on YouTube, so if you need inspiration on how to carry without having to wear a belt or change your style, please check them out. That's why I make them, so that I can give you guys options, because options are very helpful when it comes to integrating a gun into your daily life. Okay, this next one kind of gets me, and that is the myth that you can never carry off body. I hear this so often, and I've created several videos talking about off-body carry, including this one, which I think is the most important. It's called like, watch this before you carry off-body, and I go through all of the ins and outs of carrying off-body safely, what to do, what not to do. So that's super important if you're gonna carry in a purse, a fanny pack, something that's not directly on your body. However, over the years of carrying a firearm, I've learned that carrying off-body can be very practical, helpful, tactically advantageous even. And especially in the little bag you guys see me carrying in all the time, that one is like top notch for so many reasons, but there are a lot of good reasons to carry off-body. If a woman can't conceal a gun on her body based on the way she dresses or whatever, if you can't find something that's comfortable for you, and the only way that you're comfortable carrying is off-body, and that's the only way you're gonna carry a gun with you, as long as you follow all of those things I said in that video to keep yourself safe, to keep your gun secure, then I think go for it. Because if you end up getting a gun and you don't find a way to carry it and it ends up at home, that's gonna do you no good, God forbid you ever need to use it. So I'd rather you find a way to carry it that you're comfortable with, that you're safe with, and that includes off-body carry. My husband and I did a video together where he ran at me outside and I had to draw and pretend to shoot him with my my little blue plastic gun, and you guys can see how fast that draw was, and that was out of an old bag. I've been carrying in a different bag lately that I think is even faster. So I don't like when people say never carry off body, because you don't know someone's situation, you don't know their training, their comfort level, how it works in their day-to-day life. You just don't know. So for someone to say never do something, I don't like that. I carry off body pretty frequently, and I would never tell someone not to do that as long as they were doing it in a safe and educated way. All right, the next myth is that you have to train constantly if you're going to carry a firearm for self-defense. Now, I think it's great to train as often as you can. If you can get to the range once a week, twice a week, once a month, that's better than nothing. But I think that a lot of women might become intimidated by the idea of concealed carry because it seems overwhelming. Like, you have so much going on. I get it. You have a family to take care of, a home to take care of, you have your job, you volunteer, whatever you do. There's a lot going on, and fitting one more thing into your calendar can seem really overwhelming, and I get it. But you also don't want to carry a gun if you don't know how to use it and you don't train with it. Totally understand, and that is true. You should train. You should take classes. You should do all of the things that you can. But I don't think you should become overwhelmed with it to the point where you think, if I can't get to the range once a week, then I can't carry my gun. Because I don't think that that's true at all. In fact, most police officers probably shoot their guns less than 4 times a year as far as training goes, as required. So once a month, to me, seems pretty good. I try to get to the range once a week, maybe once every other week, as much as our schedules allow. My husband and I like to go shooting together, which is great. But there have been times where I haven't been able to go to the range for months, and I've never gone back and been awful. That's just never happened. So I think that getting those foundational skills and practicing as often as you can is important, but don't let the fact that you can't live at the range, don't let that stop you from carrying a concealed gun. But don't let the fact that you don't live at the range stop you from taking control of your safety. If you're a busy mom or a busy woman or a busy man, I have 2 online courses that are really worth looking into if you want to get more confident with carrying a gun. The first one goes through the entire lifestyle of concealed carry. We go through the basics of how guns work, what goes into concealed carry as far as the lifestyle is concerned, all sorts of things. And then the second one is actually a live fire course where you can watch the videos. You watch my husband and I at the range. We give you drills to practice so that when you have time to go to the range, you have a plan, you know what to practice, and you can take the drills with you and know exactly what you're doing, so you don't just go there and kind of waste time. So those will be linked below if you guys want to check those out. But online courses are also a great way to get training, whether it's lecture training or live fire training. We have both. Okay, number 6 is one that I'm very passionate about, and that is the myth that if you live in a safe area, you shouldn't have to think about concealed carry or self-defense. And this is one that I'm passionate about because this is one of the reasons why I started She Equips Herself. Back in 2016, I live in Massachusetts, and there was a woman named Vanessa Marcotte who was out for a run in Princeton, Mass, which is a very safe, like everybody would look at it and say it's a very safe, low crime neighborhood. She was out for a run and she was attacked and murdered. And that was one of those stories that really got my blood boiling, because it's something about like women out running, trying to exercise, getting attacked, that just really boils my blood. I can't, it's irritating to my soul. So thinking that because I live in a safe neighborhood, I don't have to carry a gun is so false. Bad things happen everywhere. They might happen more frequently in other places, but why would you want to take that risk? You know what I mean? Anything can happen anywhere. We see shootings happen in churches now, grocery stores. Someone was stabbed in a library in Massachusetts. That was a totally random attack by someone with a mental illness. And unfortunately, we see mental illness is on the rise. And so, unfortunately, these things can happen anywhere. So thinking that because you live in a safe place, you don't have to think about keeping yourself and your family, your children safe, is totally false. Myth, total myth. Carry everywhere, carry every day. I remember a few weeks ago there was a shooting at a splash pad, a children's splash pad. So don't live under the illusion that bad things can't happen in safe places, because bad things can happen anywhere that humans can be, because evil exists in this world and it is our duty as good people to be able to defend against it. And the last thing I want to talk about is the myth that it's just too complicated to carry a gun and learn how to defend yourself. It's too much effort, it's too complicated, you'll never be able to invest the time and energy to do it. And I just want to encourage you ladies, if you are of that mindset or somebody has told you that it is totally false. My goal is to equip you with the knowledge and confidence to take control of your safety, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Online courses, different holster options, like I mentioned, there are so many ways to make a gun part of your life. So don't let anybody tell you that it's too much for you, that you cannot handle it, because I know that you can. If it is important for you, it's a priority for you to keep yourself and your family safe, you can do it. And I'm here to encourage you along the way. So if any of you ladies have any questions, anything you want me to make a video about because you don't get it or it seems too complicated, help me help you. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that I can cover to get you there. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, that it was, I hate the word empowering because it's so overused, but I hope that this video was empowering and got you hyped up and wanting to carry and keep your family and yourself safe. So that's all. Let me know down below in the comments if you want me to cover anything else, or if there are any gun myths that you've heard and would like to dispel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when my videos come out, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.